Alright guys, we are back for more of Nick the Enlightened's birthday special. We just did a game of Family Feud 2012 edition for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. And we ended up winning $585 on that, which was not too bad. We just didn't do good enough to win the 20 grand in fast money, but we still gave it our best shot out there, and that's all that really matters. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Jeopardy for the Nintendo Switch. So let's see how well we do here.
This is Jeopardy!
Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and play Jeopardy. We'll of course do the classic mode. We'll go ahead and set the computer players to easy difficulty. Alright, let's play.
Let's welcome today's contestants.
Alright, for this game we're taking on Joseph and Jennifer.
To begin the
Alright, here are the categories in the Jeopardy round.
Fashion designers,
2016 TV debuts, the dreaded counting category, pets,
eat your veggies,
eat your veggies,
who played them,
and who played them. Alright, let's find out who's going first.
Player
Me!
one. Please select.
Alright, let's do pets for 200. The Korat doesn't lose hair easily, so cat lovers who suffer from these can get a Korat and ditch the Claritin. What are allergies?
Yes, correct.
Pets for 400. Betas and guppies are types of these animals that require a minimum amount of care. What are fish?
Precisely.
Pets for 600. After cuddling your common box type with this reptile, wash your hands to prevent a salmonella. What does Jennifer say? The lizard?
Wrong.
No. What is the snake?
Sadly.
Aw, dang it. I'm down to no money now, so Joseph's gonna get this one. We are looking for the turtle.
Exactly. Player two, it's your turn to choose a category.
2016 TV debuts for 200. Joey, Uncle Jesse, and the Tanners all return for this Netflix series that rebooted a Friday night family favorite. What is Fuller House?
Yes.
Alright, 2016 TV debuts for 400.
Which category would you like?
Mandy Moore plays both a 30-something and 60-something version of Mother Rebecca Pearson on this NBC show. What is The Good Place?
That's not
No. So that puts me in the hole for right now, but it's still pretty early. What does Jennifer say? This Is Us?
Well done.
And that was what we needed.
Player three, pick a category.
The dreaded counting category for 400. In the opening of Rock Around the Clock, they're the last 3 hours mentioned. What are 10, 11, 12?
That's correct.
Let's go to the dreaded counting category for
Which
200.
category would you like?
In baseball, it's how a pitcher to catcher to first double play is scored. This is an easy one. What is 1, 2, 3?
That's right.
Yes! Alright. The dreaded counting category for 600. In poker, if you got jack, high, straight, these are your 3 lowest cards. What is 7, 8, 9?
Yes.
The dreaded counting category for 800. If a Spanish child tells you to count to mill while he hides, you'll end with this trio of numbers. What is 8, 9, 10?
That is not
No. Joseph says 998, 999, 1000. That was what we needed.
Player 2. It's
The
your
dreaded
turn to
counting
choose a
category for
category.
1,000. If the U.S. Vice President counts senators to see if he has a quorum, he can stop after these 3 numbers. Joseph. He says 49, 50, and 51, and that is right. 2016 TV debuts for 600. On this network, Kiefer Sutherland is the designated survivor. What is CBS?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that was wrong. That was the best one that was coming to mind for me, but it was not what we needed. Jennifer says ABC, and that was what we needed.
Player 3.
I'm back in the
Please
hole.
Select a category.
But let's not get too worried right now. Pets for 800. One of the oldest breeds of this earthy type of dog. The Lakeland comes in handy if you have vermin in your house. Jennifer. She says terrier.
That's correct.
And she's right. Pets for 1,000. The Syrian or golden type of this isn't a good child's pet as it's nocturnal and can be crabby and nippy by day. Joseph. He says a ferret.
That's not
No. What is a guinea pig?
Incorrect.
Oh, gosh dang it. I'm kind of struggling a little bad right now. We have some catching up to do, so Jennifer's going to get this. It was a hamster that we needed. Alright, eat your veggies for 600.
Image.
The food seen here gets its name from a Dutch word for this vegetable, one of its ingredients. Joseph. He says lettuce.
I'm sorry.
And that is not it. What is spinach?
Sadly.
No! So Jennifer's gonna get this one. We are looking for cabbage.
Well done.
My bad luck still continues. Eat your veggies for 200.
Look at the following image.
The vegetable seen here is the main ingredient in this pasta sauce that means in sailor style in Italian. What is marinara?
Indeed.
There we go. Okay, let's do eat your veggies for 400. Answer daily double. Alright, we're in the hole, but we can bet up to 1,000, so I may as well go ahead and do just that.
Observe the following image.
The Middle Eastern dip seen here is made with these beans. What are lima beans?
That is not.
No! So that drops me down to negative 2,800. We are looking for garbanzo beans. I was not thinking of that. Alright, eat your veggies for 800.
Look at the following image.
A Hanukkah tradition. The treats seen here are made primarily from this vegetable. What does Jennifer say? The onion?
I'm sorry.
No. What's the potato?
Well done.
There we go. Alright, let's do eat your veggies for 1,000.
Observe the following image.
Dictionaries are neutral about whether or not to include this nationality in the name of the veggie seen here. Joseph? He says Swiss,
Exactly.
and that is right.
Player 2. It's your turn to choose a category.
2016 TV debuts for 1,000. On Stranger Things, she plays a mother who buys a lot of Christmas lights to reach her missing son, Will. Joseph. He says Winona Ryder, and that is correct. 2016 TV debuts for 800. This comic plays a retired police officer on Kevin Can Wait. Joseph. He says Kevin James.
That's it.
And he's right. Who played them for 800? Louis Lane and Giesel. Joseph. He says Emma Stone.
No, it's
No. Who is Kate Bosworth?
No.
No. So that narrows it down for Jennifer. It was Amy Adams that we needed.
Player 3. Which category would
Who
you
played
like?
them for 600? Julia Child and Florence Foster Jenkins. Jennifer says Meryl Streep.
Well done.
And she got it. Who played them for 1,000? Captain Richard Phillips and Robert Langdon. Jennifer. She says Morgan Freeman,
No, it's not.
and it's not it. Who is Tom Hanks?
You are.
And I picked the right one! That's exactly what I wanted to see.
Player
Who
1.
played them
It's
for
your turn to
200?
choose a category.
Indiana Jones and Han Solo. Who is Sean Connery?
That's not.
No. Jennifer? She says Mark Hamill,
I'm sorry,
and that is
no.
not it. So Joseph's gonna get this one. We are looking for Harrison Ford.
Well done. Player 2. Which
Who played
category
them
would
for
you like?
400? Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord, and Emmett Rakowski. Joseph. He says Chris Pratt,
Indeed.
and that is correct. Fashion designers for 800. In 1995, this Collier, known for his red, white, and blue sportswear, was named Menswear Designer of the Year. Joseph. He says Ralph Lauren,
Incorrect.
and that is not right. Who is Tommy Hilfiger?
You are correct.
Alright, we got it. Fashion
Player
designers for
one. It's your
200.
turn to choose a category.
In 2017, Coach announced it will acquire the company of this handbag designing Kate for $2.4 billion. Joseph. He says Kate Spade,
Well done.
and he is right.
Player 2. Which
Fashion
category
designers
would
for
you
400. It's the first name of designer Jacobs, who stepped down as Louis Vuitton's creative director in 2013 to focus on his own line. Joseph. He says Mark,
like? Yes, correct.
and that is correct. Alright, fashion designers for 600. Ferragamo introduced these floor-scaring shoes whose name comes from the Italian for dagger. Joseph. He says espadrilles. Nope. What are stilettos?
That's right.
And we got it! Okay, now on to the last clue.
Last clue.
Garrigo Armani put on fashion shows at his palazzo on Via Borgonovo in this northern Italian city. Jennifer? She says melon,
You are right.
and she's right. Well, we're off to a bad start at the end of the Jeopardy round, as we're unfortunately in the hole with negative 600. So Jennifer is currently in the lead right now with 3,200. Let's go to Double Jeopardy and let's see what categories we have.
For the Double Jeopardy round, the categories are Sounds like a
new Pokemon.
Native
Native
American
American history. King Kong.
Tech.
Tech.
Angelina Jolie.
State
Capital
and U.S. state capital attractions. Alright, so since I'm in last place, I do get to make the first selection in Double Jeopardy. Let's go to U.S. state capital attractions for 400.
Look at the following image.
The Mormon temple seen here is an attraction in this state capital. Joseph. He says Salt Lake City,
Correct.
and he's right.
Player 2, please select a category.
Sounds like a new Pokemon for 1600. Shimu won't defeat anyone nowadays. It's the people of Peru defeated by this empire in the 1400s. Now, my friend Mark out here would be very good at this category since I know he's a big Pokemon fan. Joseph said the Aztec Empire, and that's not it. What is the Incan Empire?
Well done.
Yes! And we're out of the hole, finally. Alright, let's do sounds like a new Pokemon for 400. If you put down in your Pokédex that you have Anorax, you got one of these, similar to a parka. What is it called?
That's right.
Sounds like a new Pokemon for 800. Plateosaurus was a grass type of dinosaur. It wasn't a carnivore or omnivore, but this third type. What is a herbivore?
That's correct.
Sounds like a new Pokemon for 1200. And it's the first of two daily doubles.
How much do you want to wager?
I'll just do 1,000. Melodian's only power is to give enjoyment. It's a read one of these. What is a musical instrument?
Well done.
And we got it! So that puts me in a tie for the lead with Jennifer at 3,200. Alright, sounds like a new Pokemon for 2,000. Signitar could help you win some battles. It's a type of this. Alright, Jennifer. She says a sword,
Precisely.
and that is right.
Player 3, Please select a
Native
category.
American history for 1600. The Mojave, who originally lived on this river, still have a reservation on it. Jennifer? She says the Colorado River, and that is correct. Alright, Native American history for 400. Jumping Bull is the father of this more sedentary Native American chief. Who is Sitting Bull?
Indeed.
Alright, let's go to Native American history for 800.
It's your turn to choose a category.
Squanto is known for teaching the Pilgrims how to plant this crop, also known as maize. What is corn?
That's right.
Native American history for 1200. In 1492, this man landed on the island of San Salvador and came in contact with Native Americans called Arawaks. Jennifer? She says Christopher Columbus, and that is right.
Player 3. Which
Native
category
American
would you
history
like?
for 2000. The 5 civilized tribes were the Cherokee, Creek, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and this group that moved from Georgia to Florida. Joseph? He says the Seminoles,
Exactly.
and that is right.
Player 2. Please select a category.
U.S. State Capitol attractions for
Following
800. The riders seen here in the church behind him are icons of this state capitol. Jennifer? She says Hartford.
That is
No.
not correct.
What is Boston?
You are
Got it.
correct.
U.S. State Capitol attractions for
Which
1200.
category would you
And it's the other Daily Double.
How much would you like to wager?
Let's do 3,000 this time.
Look at the following image.
The Olympic Park seen here is in this state capital. What is Atlanta?
That's it.
That's it! So I am now in the lead with $8,200. U.S. State Capitol attractions for 1,600.
Observe the following image.
The performing arts venue seen here attracted singers like Patsy Cline and Hank Williams to this city. Joseph. He says Austin.
No, that's
No.
incorrect.
Alright, I'm not gonna take a guess on it right now, but let's see what Jennifer says. Baton Rouge.
Incorrect.
No? Alright, so that leaves me with only one choice here. What is Nashville?
Exactly.
Alright, now we're up to $9,800. U.S. State Capitol attractions for 2,000.
Look at the following image.
If you want to eat the blue crustaceans seen here, head to Campler's Riverside Inn in this capital city. Joseph. He says Trenton.
Sorry,
No.
that's incorrect.
Alright, I'll try this. What is Annapolis?
Well done.
Yes! Now we're up to $11,800. Alright, let's do tech for 400. This company, whose name is synonymous with copying, introduced the first handheld mouse in 1973. What is Xerox?
Yes.
Got it! Alright, tech for 800. PC Magazine gave this man a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1997, even before the iPhone and iPad hit the streets. Who is Steve Jobs?
That's it.
Tech for 1,200. This TV network had an eye on the future when it used the huge UNIVAC computer to correctly predict the 1952 presidential election. Joseph. He says CBS.
Yes.
And he's right, and that's going to put him out of the hole.
Player 2. It's your
Alright, tech
turn
for
to choose a
2000.
category.
It's what the P stands for in the abbreviation HTTP. Jennifer. She says protocol,
That's right.
and she's right.
Player 3. Pick a category.
King Kong for 800. The Mighty Ape got a silver screen reboot in 2017 with a film called on this island. What is Mysterious Island?
Wrong.
No. What does Jennifer say? Dark Island?
Sadly,
No.
that's not it.
So that's going to narrow it down for Joseph. It was Skull Island that we
That's
needed.
Player 2. Please select a
Tech for
category.
1600. The forerunner to the internet, known as ARPANET, was a 1960s network created for this U.S. government department. Joseph. He says the Department of
Yes,
Defense, and
correct.
that is right. Angela Jolie for 800. As Jane Smith, Angelina asked him any last words as John Smith. His reply, the new curtains are hideous. Joseph? He's gonna say Johnny Depp.
Sorry.
No. Who is George Clooney?
That's not
No. So Jennifer's gonna get this one. We are looking for Brad Pitt.
Precisely. Player 3. It's your turn. to
King
choose
Kong
a
for
category.
1200. In 2010, King Kong 360 3D became part of the tour at this LA area movie studio. Joseph? He says the Warner Brothers,
No,
and that is
it's
not
incorrect.
it. What is Universal?
Exactly.
Got it! Okay. Let's go to King Kong for
Player 1.
400.
Please select a category.
At the end of the original version, King Kong's dreams come crashing down to Earth at this New York City landmark. What is the Empire State Building?
You are correct.
Alright, King Kong for 1600. The next feature he directed after The Return of the King was a new version of King Kong. Joseph. Alright, he says David Fincher.
Sorry, but
No.
that's incorrect.
Who is Christopher Nolan?
Incorrect.
No. So Jennifer's gonna get this one. It was Peter Jackson
Correct.
that we needed.
Player 3. It's
King
your
Kong
turn
for
to choose a
2000.
category.
In its last line, the 1933 film stressed that it wasn't the airplanes, it was this that killed the beast. Joseph. He says anger.
That is
No.
not correct.
I'm not gonna take a risk on it right now, but let's see what Jennifer says. Man.
Incorrect.
No. Alright. There's only one choice left, so it's gonna be mine either way. What is beauty?
Indeed.
Alright,
Player
Angela
one,
Jolie
please
for
select a
400.
category.
Angelia's children got a kick out of recording animal noises for a 2016 sequel to this film in which she played Tigress. Jennifer. She says The Karate Kid, and that is not it. What is Kung Fu Panda?
Precisely.
Alright. Let's do Angelina Jolie for 1200. Before directing American Sniper, he directed Angela in Changeling and said she has the most gorgeous face on the planet. Jennifer. She says Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
And that's right.
Player 3?
Angelina Jolie for 1600. Angelina and this Gone in 60 Seconds co-star both went to Beverly Hills High School. Both also have Oscars. Jennifer. She says Sean Penn.
Sorry,
No.
that's incorrect.
Who is Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Yes! Alright. Alright, let's go to the last clue.
Here's the last clue.
Foxy Angelina tells a fellow assassin to curve a bullet in this 2008 film. Alright, what does Jennifer say? Salt?
Sadly,
No.
that's not it.
What is Hitman?
Wrong.
No. So that's going to narrow it down for Joseph. It was Wanted that we
Well
needed,
done.
but even with Joseph getting it right, he won't be quite out of the hole to go to Final Jeopardy. And we do have the lead at $13,400, and we also do have a runaway game, so we'll be able to secure a win here. What is our category?
How much do you want to wager?
Nutrition. Okay. I'll do 3,000. By virtue of the great quantity eaten, this vegetable is the leading source of vitamin C in the American diet. I'm gonna say, what is the tomato? Jennifer said the tomato.
No.
No.
that's
Well, she lost everything. And I also said the tomato, but we know I'm wrong.
incorrect. Sorry, but that's incorrect.
What was the correct response we were looking for? Potato. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. We still win with $10,400 right there. I still say that's a pretty good payday that I won for Nick in the segment, so that's not bad at all.
Our champion today is...
So after a little bit of struggles at the start of the game, I'm glad we were still able to win it overall. But anyways, that is going to do it for Jeopardy for the Nintendo Switch as part of Nick the